Dear judges of the International Court of Justice, my name is Vepaiamele. I'm 16 years old and I am near Vanuatu. Vepaiamele is the red mat that lies behind me. It comes from the island of Ambai, where my grandmother is from. This guana is made from the leaves of the pandanus tree, which grows along the coast of our islands in Vanuatu and is becoming at risk as sea levels rise and cyclone storm surges destroy our coastlines. This is just one cultural artifact handed down by my ancestors that is among the many aspects of our culture at risk from the man-made climate crisis. Today, I find myself here in The Hague, 15,608 kilometers away from Vanuatu, my small island nation that is one of the most vulnerable nations to climate change in the world. I have come to The Hague as a next-gen youth ambassador with Save the Children to witness the oral proceedings for an advisory opinion you will create. Here in The Hague, I bring with me the hopes and dreams of children across the Pacific demanding the climate justice that we deserve. In March last year, Category 4 tropical cyclones Judy and Kevin devastated Vanuatu, hitting us within 48 hours of each other and affecting more than 80% of the country's population, including children. The damage was unprecedented. I remember the nights the cyclones hit us like it was yesterday. Iron sheets of corrugated iron houses were banging and smashing around in the merciless wild wind. I shuddered every time I heard a branch crack or a tree crash to the ground, scared one would smash right into my house. It's terrifying, and the wind is howling, and the electricity is out, and the place is pitch black. You can't call your cousins, your friends, to ask them if they're okay. All you can do is sit and wait. The morning after both cyclones, I saw the barren landscapes of my islands that were once a tropical paradise. I was left completely, utterly speechless. This crisis is not just environmental, it is deeply personal. It affects our children's rights, our human rights. Every cyclone, our classrooms are destroyed, leaving education inaccessible. Our homes are flattened to the ground, with families with no means to rebuild, and coupled with rising sea levels, displacement is the only solution. The land that holds our culture, our heritage, the origins of our traditions are being eaten away by the rising sea and destroyed by the changing climate. These are the realities of our Pacific nations. Tell me, what aspect of this heartbreaking reality is justifiable? Our rights are being ripped away from us as we are forced onto the front line of a crisis we have not created. We need you, the judges of the International Court of Justice, to bring us the justice we so desperately need and deserve. Justice for children and my people whose livelihoods, culture, and heritage are being stolen by the climate crisis. And justice for the silent voices of our future generations who have done nothing to deserve a dangerous reality the world seems so ready to give them. We cannot afford to lose this battle against this climate crisis. We, the youth of the Pacific, are not just the victims of climate change. We are the warriors of climate justice, its advocates, its supporters. But we cannot win this fight against the climate crisis alone. We call to you to hold polluters, including large carbon-emitting states, accountable to ensure that their actions do not jeopardize the future of developing nations like Vanuatu. Dear judges of the International Court of Justice, will you hear my call? Will you hear the call of the youth in the Pacific? Will you bring justice to the children of the Pacific and the generations to come? Or will you sit back and let the power you have go to waste? This is your time to act. Make your decision wisely, for we have no time to waste.